back to another episode of Critical Affection, where we affectionately criticize the pop culture that we love. And I'm your host, Sarah, joined by my co-hosts, Amanda and Brian. And, the second most popular, you've been here the second most times of all the guests we've had, I think. Ed and Dash from First Impressions. And today we're going to talk about Wicked for Good.
Woohoo!
Which... I think this was Ed's fault, right? Like, you're the one who suggested we do the crossover shows.
I think so, yeah, because we did the first Wicked, but we waited. This one's our timeliest thing because we did the first one when Wicked went to streaming. We waited until the streaming part of it, so
we did.
It took a little bit longer, but at that point, I think it was just we didn't want to have to go see it opening weekend. Then if you do it later, it's, it loses its relevance, but we did it right when it hit streaming.
And once you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. So.
Pound, absolutely.
Yeah, we had to do part 2, so yeah. That's why we're doing it. I think Tron was fully my fault, but we weren't as timely with that because we didn't think about all of our times. We were right on time with the soundtrack, but the movie we waited, and I don't think anyone was sad about waiting. We could have waited longer, but
yeah. That was one that I would have been fine not paying for a theater ticket.
Yeah.
Could
have waited for streaming. Wait for Disney Plus.
We have since seen all the Tron movies.
Okay.
And it's not Ares is not the worst Tron movie. It's not a great none of them are good, but
yeah.
I think Ares was my least favorite was not Ares. My least favorite was Legacy, I think.
Yeah, Legacy was pretty bad, but that's been my assertion all the time is there's not a good Tron movie.
No, there's not.
People are nostalgic for the one from the 80s, but if you rewatch it without the nostalgia glass,
bite your tongue.
You realize it's not a good movie.
It's got cool elements. I really like was it rotoscoping that they did for the animation? Jesus, this is like a lead weight on my arm.
And it basically is the reason that Pixar exists because we see that, and that was letting them know that they could do movies in computer graphics, but it's the infancy, so it looks like the infancy, and it didn't age well. Even the first Toy Story, you look at it, and it's a flawed movie as far as the looks go, but it was, for the first, it looks great. Now it looks, along the realm of Ice Age or something. Although nothing looks worse than the early Ice Age movies. Those look like crap.
Man,
nothing worse than the early Ice Age movies.
You were just playing me, man. Ed.
I mean, they're fine stories, but they look it looks like they forgot to process it at the end.
That's fair. Well, we're not here to talk. We'll save Dash. We're not here to talk about those movies.
Later on.
We're here to talk about Wicked. Yeah, we can trash Ice Age later. We're here to talk about Wicked for Good. This is an interesting one because I think this is the first one we're doing a sequel that we did. It's not even like a sequel. It's the second part of a series. And we already did the one movie, so we've got to keep that one in mind while we're talking about this one too, because if you were to go into this without watching the first one, you'd be probably a little confused.
Yeah.
But as a set, it makes the whole story.
Yeah, and I know it should have been, pretty much this movie should have been after the intermission. It was never meant to be pulled apart, but the studio, looking at the potential for money, was like, cut that, expand it, because we can make more money with 2 movies instead of 1.
That right there is what ruined it.
Yeah,
what did it. But that's part of it because they tried to put too much into this, and it wasn't long enough for what they wanted to do in the second.
Yeah, that's very true. But it's not like we're not talking about like a Spider-Man 3 situation here where they jammed way too damn much into it. So it's not that bad, but.
It's not as overstuffed.
I tried to go the Kill Bill route.
To jump into the opening thoughts, I hardly ever get to give mine first, so I'm going to do it today. I was a little disappointed with this one after I saw the first one, and I liked the first one, and this one I don't dislike it, but it was a kind of a bittersweet ending. It's not a bad. It's kind of a happy ending, but it's not like a super happy ending. It's not like happily ever after. And So it was kind of a bittersweet ending, and it kind of ended on a bummer, I guess. Like,
yeah, the whole Dune ending. Well, we'll call it that to not make it spoilers, but yeah, the Dune ending. Like now, it's been crossed over with Dune, and you're just thinking, you could have done them better than that. You did them dirty, and I was not here for that.
And I mean, people who did watch the play, if y'all are in the comments, chime in here because
chime in.
Yeah, okay, because I haven't seen the play. This was actually my first experience with Wicked outside of just hearing Defying Gravity 10 fucking million times. It's not that it's a bad song. I'm just tired of it, okay?
The Let It Go of Broadway. We've heard enough.
What did I say, Fred? I don't know what I said. I forgot what I said 30
Probably
seconds
just
ago.
that you didn't like it all that much.
Yeah, well, I didn't dislike it. That's the thing. Is like I didn't dislike it. I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess it wasn't that. Like and it was a very, I mean, it's a good story. It's a powerful story. It's just I wish it could. Real life is a bummer enough. I don't want to go real life with my fantasy movies too. Like that was supposed to be a happier ending than it was. I'm a little bummed.
And I forget how I've seen the Broadway twice, but I forget how it ended. I know obviously it didn't.
Here. Hi, Katie. We never see Katie. She lives on the other side of the world, so It's too late for her.
Well, welcome, Katie. Yeah, no,
Hi,
I think
Katie.
it just obviously they're not going to build a giant sand dune set to close out the play, and I thought it was bleaker than it needed to be. I mean, we're throwing spoilers out here, but I think you warned that in your opening. So
yeah,
Katie, that's so late/early.
Yeah,
you don't have to work tomorrow. It's not like a school night, is it? I hope not.
Hope not for her sake. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, Dash, why don't you go ahead and give us your opening thoughts? Should we move on? And
No,
you can
it was. I'm right there with you. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was just there. It was. I guess
didn't want such a realistically bummer end.
Right.
Like
I don't want realism in it, and leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I think most people know what we're talking about. But I saw the play, and it wasn't as dull as the intermission coming out of intermission. It wasn't as dull as this seemed to be. There was. Don't get me wrong. I think that Ariana and I always forget her name. Cynthia did an okay job. They were great. They can still sing. They can belt the songs out like nobody can. But it just seemed flat. And they were all right. But it was Michelle Yeoh. Just was. I swear she was on the phone, just talking her like there was a paper puppet of her, and she was just talking through the phone to do her parts.
Yeah, she didn't have she was not that into that part, was she?
Yeah, just not at all.
And it's unfortunate because she's such a great actor.
Yeah, not a great singer, as we learned.
Yes, not a great singer. Not a great singer. Yeah,
but we'll talk about that on Wednesday.
Not the movie for her. It just seemed at times.
Wicked for Good's the second installment in the Wicked franchise.
I guess
movies.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if we'll see more beyond this? They can take it beyond the Broadway.
I saw a meme yesterday that said Glinda and Alphaba will return in Avengers Doomsday or something. I was like, are you shitting me? Come on,
that
you
would
guys.
be funny.
I thought we were getting a Dune crossover.
But
yeah, the Dune. Yeah, like
since
you're
there's
gonna see
Sandworm,
Elphaba riding the
Beetlejuice
Sandworm.
crossover.
Yeah.
Is
that
actually
what that was
Beetlejuice crossover would make more sense. They're on Jupiter.
Ooh,
There we go.
Yeah.
But overall, it was there. It was okay. It was meh. It was meh. Mego is meh.
The Megoat needs to come here, and I gotta have the Megoat for Wednesday.
Yeah, you'll have to
so
send me the
re-download
Megoat.
him.
I'm more than happy to use the Megoat when you guys come around. I just don't have it.
I lost it because my computer died, so I need to re-find the Megoat.
The bastard.
Yeah.
Well,
lovely.
There were
Using my
goats
work
in this
computer
movie
with all
that
its
were meh.
firewalls. Yeah.
So, all right, Ed, do you have any more thoughts? Opening thoughts?
I think for me, the first one felt bigger, and it had more of those wow moments. Where this one, even though I know after seeing the play and you see Defying Gravity and you have Elphaba flying above the theater, that's that holy crap moment. And the second half kind of lacked those moments.
Yeah.
And in the play, that's true as well. So I think they ran the difficult task of now trying to make a full movie of a half that really Glinda wasn't in as much in the play. So they had to add her to songs to even give her anything. And it just it didn't have that bonding, those deep connections. And I think that's the flaw of adapting a play that didn't have those wowing moments in the second half. So they're kind of stuck with what they have, and they tried to add more depth and complexity to the animal plot line. And
well, there was that ended. That just ended. I mean, are they going to get their voices back? I don't know.
We assume because the goat goes into the school, but they probably didn't want to pay Peter Dinklage again, so they're like, you can infer that the goat's going to talk, but we don't want to have to spend more money on Peter
Where did they go?
Where did they go? Started talking.
The monkey, the flying monkey. Was it Chistery? Is that his name? He came to Glinda after the Elphaba's supposed demise. Yeah. And like with some difficulty spoke, so it kind of alluded to the fact that they were going to get their voices back with time.
And then like the goat of the apes. It's happening.
And the goat came back to the university, so I assume it could talk.
Yeah, they're not going to be like, all right, you're just a Megoat now, but we're going to hire you back because of guilt.
Probably. I was just waiting. Yeah, you brought up Planet of the Apes. I was just waiting for them to have the broken Statue of Liberty there at the end. And
Warner owns them all, so they're going to cross over with Dune. We're going to cross over with Beetlejuice. We're going to cross over with Planet of the Apes, like Wicked. Wicked Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it's not that I don't want these crossovers, it's that we shouldn't have them. Like, I want them. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to watch them if we get them, but, like, we don't need them. We don't need that.
Hold up. I'm not opposed to a Wicked Planet of the Apes at all.
Some Warner executive is taking notes right now. They're like, damn, this is gold. Because we lost our Wicked franchise, but we can keep milking it in other areas.
Let's hire these 5 to write it for us.
Yes, Fred.
Batman versus Glinda,
Yes.
I'm here for that.
Yes.
Dawn of Oz.
Yeah, Dawn of Oz.
Ed will hate it because he hates every Batman, but you know what?
I just hate the Schumacher.
All right,
Batman.
Dash, we gotta get that Batman. What was the Batman 4? Yeah. And just gang up on Ed.
No, it's the Schumacher Batmans are the ones that I'm opposed to.
The Good Witch Returns.
I'm here for the Nolan ones. I'm here for the Burton ones, but the Schumacher, no. When it starts getting glittery and neon and bat nipples, I'm out.
It's a bad movie. I just love it. I understand that. I understand all of its flaws. I still love it. Is the thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Anyway,
bad movies.
How many tangents is that, Brian?
I think we're at 3 so far.
All right.
So yeah. But
so Amanda, opening thoughts. We didn't even get through opening thoughts yet.
I think we finally saw some sort of resolution, which was better than the first movie where it just sort of stops. Mm-hmm. And that's not so great. To everyone's point, it really should have just been one movie and they could have cut some boring songs, made that library scene not so long. There was many ways to tighten that shit up.
That fucking library scene, right? Like,
I love it.
I mean, it was so ridiculous. That was such a mistreatment of books. Come on, you guys.
It was a piece of the books, and it went on for longer than it needed to.
It did.
Yeah, they absolutely could have made this
and like
one
that
movie.
Girl in the bubble song in this one, it didn't need to be there.
Yeah,
and
that was made for this movie, I think. Because
that one and the No Place Like Home, and I went and found it because somebody told me that there were 2 songs written, and I was like, I bet it's these 2. I knew exactly which ones they were, and I've never even seen the play. And it's just like you can tell, like that's a sign of a badly crafted song or a badly placed song. It's like I knew which 2 songs were made for the movie. Yeah. And the fact that they had to do that in the first place says you had enough for one movie. You just didn't want to settle on the money that one movie would make.
And that's what we talked about on the first round when we talked about part 1 is. Part 1 of the movie is longer than the full Broadway play.
Yeah.
So that's when it's a lot of fluff.
Sheldon, we're gonna talk more about it. I don't think any of us like hated this movie, but like, it is a bit meh. Yeah.
I mean, that means it's not wicked good. Correct.
Yeah. Yes.
Not wicked good.
Okay, that's fair. Yes.
Not wicked bad. It's just kind of wicked meh.
Can anyone do a good Boston accent?
Yeah, that's it was not wicked good, okay? Not wicked good.
Wicked good. Nah.
I don't
we gotta get a Wahlberg in here, don't we? All right, Brian, what do you have? Or Amanda, are you done? Did you have more?
Just I was glad to see story resolution. I didn't like that it was a story about the sad girls and the sad boy having to have sad conclusions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What does Isla think?
Isla thinks that she needs to sing the song of her people to let me know that she needs to be picked up and petted.
Yeah, I can hear her loud and clear. And I knew exactly who it was, too.
Oh, yeah. All
right, Brian, what did you think?
This movie was thoroughly, astoundingly mid. I didn't hate it. I didn't love anything except the costumes. So I'll give it a 3 out of 5 for the costumes. And when a comment on a musical is not the music, that's not great.
True.
Fred has a good question about the movies. So when did you each find out that it was 2 movies? I found out in the lobby of the theater the day it opened.
Wow.
I found out at the end of the first movie.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
I guess I knew before I watched the first movie, and I was so irritated by that. Because, it does. Like, at the end, that's the thing that I liked the least about the first movie was that it just stopped. It just dropped at the end. And we're like, well, that's not an ending. And that sucked.
Knowing when you see the play, you knew that there was, at least from my standpoint, you knew there was going to have to be a second movie because they didn't conclude any of the stuff that was done in the play in that first movie. So
and my wife didn't know till we were watching the Blu-ray, and it just ended, and she's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, what happens next?
And she didn't know. I knew before because I had read some of the press about it, especially because I knew my daughter really wanted to see it. So I had read the press, and it's like, oh, cash grab, 2-movie split. We've seen these. Warner Brothers is notorious for their cash grabs when it comes to it. When they decided to take those Fantastic Beasts Harry Potter movies and split them into 5 instead of 3 like it was supposed to be. And then when they did it with The Hobbit and they turned it from 2 to 3. It's like, okay, you're pulling because they think it's going to make more money. And with the Fantastic Beast, when it backfired entirely, because you have these movies that are moving at the pace of a book, and that doesn't work theatrically, where as a trilogy, it could have been tighter, more concise storytelling instead of meandering, boring-ass storytelling. And that's what Wicked could have been. If you had tightened it up, you could have expanded it, made it a 3.5-hour movie. People would have waited, and it still would have made a shit ton of money, but not a double shit ton of money.
I went and saw Titanic in the theaters twice. I could have sat through Wicked one movie. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And also, Sheldon,
you sat through Titanic twice.
Sheldon, we're about to spoil the shit out of this movie, so if you wanted to watch it, you should probably turn this off now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're gonna ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet.
You can read the book faster.
Ooh, don't do that.
You can read the book faster.
Amanda could do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, you can. You can read it faster than the movies.
I still haven't finished it. I know we talked a bit about the book in the first episode of this Wicked thing and how it's like super fucked up, and I do want to get through it eventually. But
I can't read the book faster than anything. That is a slog of a book. I quit after a chapter every time I start. It's so boring. That's why no one can read that book fast.
When it first came out, it was panned. Nobody liked the book when it first came out. It only sold only sold very few copies. It wasn't until someone picked it up and did the Broadway play with it that it eventually started becoming a bestseller, or was on the bestseller list because of the play. People still agree that the book is not that great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's got a lot of stuff that they added from the removed from what happened in the book.
I'm right there with you, Sheldon.
All right, so no interest in watching the movie. Well, then we will spoil it.
You're watching.
I would have rather waited. Like, this is another Tron situation in which I would have rather waited for it to come out on streaming to see it. And that is despite the fact, like, I was so worried about singers. I was so worried we were going to go to the theater and there were going to be singers. But couple of things, they were very respectful. Everybody at the theater was very respectful. Nobody sang. And secondly, there's not, like, sing-along-y songs in this one. That's all crammed into the first one. Yeah. This is all kind of bummer songs that nobody wants to sing along with.
Yeah, the biggest numbers are all in the first act. And that's, even when I saw the play, I thought, all right, the first half is really the powerful half. And that was their biggest mistake. By making it into two movies, you put all the wow moments in a movie, and then you have a movie with kind of just resolution, which is good. That's what Amanda needed. But it as one movie, I think it could have served a much more powerful way, because they also could have trimmed the fat, because there's a lot of fat in these movies that could have gone, but it was just, well, we need them both to be, 2.5 hours plus.
Alternatively, this could have been a limited series on one of the streaming services.
Yeah,
that could have been too. Yeah, if you read the interviews,
Max would have been.
God, yeah. If you read the interviews by the director and the composer, like, they would have you believe that there was just too much to put into one movie. It was just too much, and I was like, no, it wasn't. No, and they're like, we wanted to put something in there for the lovers of the play, and I was like, you fucking did. Like, that is the play. Like, that is the play, but with more CG and, like, bigger sets and stuff. Like, it's not.
They wanted to fill
their lie to my face. Don't piss down my neck and tell me it's raining, man.
Yeah.
Stupid John
that's what. That's the reason for what Denis Villeneuve said about Dune.
Yeah.
And that's the reason we're getting. We had to have a 2-episode Dune, and now we're getting Dune 3.
Yeah, that's Warner's thing. It's like, let's split them and make more money.
Well, at least Dune 3
it's got Chalamet in it.
Is Dune Messiah, so at least it's going in the right direction of following.
And it's those are from books. Yeah. And the first Dune book is pretty dense, and we saw what happened when David Lynch tried to adapt it into one movie. It's really overly rushed in its second half. So I mean, I think it called for 2 movies.
Oh, it did. It definitely did. But
that's just the Warner Brothers marketing
campaign.
Is
Channel took a stab at it. And I think theirs was 6 hours.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did that.
I didn't know that. That's
cool. I think the 2 Dune movies ended up being about 6 hours when all was said and done.
And you still, even in that 6-hour thing, they didn't get everything from the book in there. It's just you can't.
You can't fully adapt. Yeah.
No, you cannot fully adapt.
With this play, though, it seems like the 2 movies. The first one was High School Musical, and then the second one was like sort of a rom-com that had a little bit of musical in it. They were 2 very different movies as a result.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
we solved it.
Yeah, it felt like 2 different movies. Yeah, like the first one was just so upbeat, and the second one was kind of like a dramedy almost. Like, it was.
They wanted to pull the heartstrings and.
Yeah.
But if they would have blended it together better, or made it one movie, like, that would have blended it together enough, and then it would have been better.
There was too long of a wait, like I understand with Dune, but there was too long of a wait between this for it to be such 2 different movies. There was too long of a wait. You could have.
Yeah.
I think they filmed them simultaneously.
Yeah,
they did.
And that meant there was no reason for such a long split. And then I went into the second movie, and, like, we were like 15 minutes in, and I was like, what the hell happened in the last movie? Now I wish I would have watched the first movie before I came and watched this one at the theater.
And
they wanted you to.
I'm not trying to be mean, but you can tell if you go watch the publicity tour and the publicity videos, Cynthia and Ariana look horrible. I'm not trying to be mean, but they look emaciated right now as compared to what they do in the movie. I was very glad to see that they didn't look emaciated in the movie.
Yeah, because they filmed it all at once. They did like the Lord of the Rings. They did like so many of the movies. They filmed them all at once, and then they can. I mean, really, it should have been like a November, March kind of thing, or even November, May, where you could have the biggest movie of the winter and then the biggest movie of the summer to follow it up.
Yeah.
This would have helped the box office in May, had they done it and not waited until the end of November to do it, because box office has suffered. Period.
So, well, we've talked a bit about what we all didn't like about it, but did we say anything about what we did like? Have we said anything that we did like?
Yeah.
The costumes. I thought the set pieces were pretty beautiful. I mean, it looked really nice, and I think the animals looked better than the first movie because they were pretty awful CG. For the budget that they had, those animals shouldn't have looked quite so bad. So I think they looked better, but I think they tried to make them look more like natural animals, not talking animals this time. And I thought that was an improvement. And I mean, it's hard to say. I just didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It sits in the middle, but I think when combined, if you watch kind of both of them in one shot, it'll feel more coherent and better. Yeah. But since I haven't watched part 1, since we covered it back when we did, I think watching part 1 and 2 together might be a better experience.
I wish I'd have done that before we went, but I think they did a great job of bringing Oz to life. I will say that I enjoyed this, like the sets, like Ed said.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
The cinematography is very good in this movie. The sets and the designs, and like Brian said, the costumes really bring out, and you can say it's Oz. You're not going, well, that's not Oz. It is Oz. They did a great job of making Oz. So, but that's it for me. I mean, even I didn't like a lot of the dialogue, and I didn't like, and this might be a Dash thing. I didn't like the way they brought Tin Man and Cowardly Lion and Scarecrow into it. Did not like the way they.
Is that not something that they?
Is
that
not?
It
is from the play. Is
that from the play?
It is from the play, and I didn't like that in the play. I didn't like it in the play, and I didn't like it in the book. So it's not a movie thing. It's a Wicked thing that I don't like.
Okay,
and that's how they followed. They followed that part true.
And I think that's because I'm a purist for the Wizard of Oz, and
sure. I thought that the actors all did a good job, but I don't think that I would have picked. I don't know if I would have picked Ariana Grande for Glinda, but I still don't think that I like Cynthia Erivo for Elphaba. Like I've never even seen the play before, and there was something I don't know. I'm not sure why, but I don't know who I would pick in her place either. So I just had this feeling of like, I don't think she did it as good as somebody else could have done it, kind of thing, you know.
You get what I do like about the play is you do get different, like you had Idina Menzel and what's her name? I can't even think of her name.
Kristen Chenoweth. Yeah.
Kristen Chenoweth. Yeah. You had them, but then you got I didn't get to see them, but I got to see the off Broadway play as well, and with other ones. So as long as Cynthia and Ariana hit the notes, which they did, and they can belt out a song, which I have no problem with. I didn't see a problem with them in the roles, but I can see where you're coming from as far as not wanting them to be there too. So
yeah.
I mean, I think they were fine because I've seen it in I think 2 different incarnations with different actors, and I wouldn't say that either of the ones I saw on Broadway were astronomically better or worse. And they could have grabbed, I guess they could have gone more the route of grabbing Broadway actors for it, because I know Ariana Grande is a pop star, so she's not really a Broadway actor, but she also has name recognition. And she has a fan base that's going to see it just because of her name.
Is not Cynthia? Is she not Broadway before this?
I don't know.
I don't know if she's Broadway, but she's certainly accomplished in her own right. This is fucking infuriating. Why? Why are you like this? Oh my god. Yes, he's
Ryan,
all
what did
tangled
you
up.
like?
I'm gonna have to get wireless earbuds just because of this butthole. There we go.
Still, the costumes are the biggest compliment I can give it. Honestly, the fact that they didn't show more of the Scarecrow, because I loved.
Yes, I did want to see more Scarecrow.
Incredible. I don't know if I audibly gasped, but I might have. That they should have shown more of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they wanted to have that big reveal moment, so they waited.
But then
to
they
show
squandered it.
But yeah, I think they could have had the big reveal somewhere else.
Yeah,
it'd be like doing the entire Grinch movie and being like, "Yeah, but let's only show him at the last 2 minutes."
Yeah, it looked really cool. It was a good,
very cool.
Yeah, it did look. He looked
to be showcased.
He looked really good. I thought that was like the makeup and the costuming was really good.
Cynthia Erivo was on Broadway in 2015 in The Color Purple.
Okay. And she's an Oscar away from the EGOT, but I guess she wouldn't get it for this because they weren't. Could she? I guess the songs could win an Oscar, but would it be her Oscar?
It would be the songs would be for the songwriters.
Yeah.
So she needs to write or perform an original song to get that.
Yeah, she'd have to get like a Best Actress for this, wouldn't she, to get her Oscar?
Yeah, if she got that, she could win it.
Yeah.
Best Oscar or Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress, depending on who.
But yeah, like they were kind of a team. Like you couldn't really say that one of them was. And I would argue that Elphaba is kind of the star because she's the one with the big huge arc. Whereas, I mean. Glinda has an arc. It's just like she's very superficial and shallow and Glinda, generally shitty in the first movie, and then she has her arc too, but it's much smaller.
Yeah, she shouldn't even been that prominent in the second movie if you would have really followed the thing.
I read about
that. Could make a sequel where it centers on Glinda, and we could just call it Pretty Privilege.
Yeah.
Right.
Warner Brothers again taking notes. Like, okay,
how
can we keep making money on Wicked?
Legally good and blonde.
Another crossover. We're starting it off.
Womp womp.
Sheldon, I hope you're subscribed to this channel because I want you to come back every show.
Puns are always welcome.
Yeah, always a fan of puns.
But for Sarah,
I can't. Yeah.
I do like the Hard Oz life. Now I need to have them dressed up in prison gear, street prison
Oz.
Green and white stripes,
and singing "It's a Hard Knocks Life." I will pay to see that.
See another crossover. The potential is huge. That we're going to see Wicked movies for the next 40 years of our lives. Till I die, there will be Wicked movies.
Elphaba and Glinda will
there
return.
are more books. There are more books.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's like Frank L. Baum did a bunch of the Oz ones, and then is there more of the Wicked?
There's more in the Wicked.
McGuire wrote more.
McGuire wrote 7 or 8 total.
And I've heard they're awful.
Why? Did he write them after the was the success of the play the Catalyst, or were they already there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was all.
So he probably did it for fun then, right?
You know that Fiyero and Elphaba have a son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Son of a Witch. That's book 2.
Son of a Witch.
Son of a Witch.
Hey.
But there you missed it, Sheldon. That was your.
Yeah, but I didn't. That's the actual name of the book. I'm not even making it up.
How does a scarecrow father a child?
She didn't take his anatomy away.
Somebody explain this to Sarah.
She could probably cast another spell to give him back his junk.
So how? Oh my God!
Maybe the scarecrow
lays eggs. She can't undo. Like the whole point, like when Nessa accidentally almost kills Bach. Elphaba says that you can't undo it once it's been done.
Yeah, you cannot undo anything.
You can do something new.
Yeah. Also, he haven't seen it with his pants.
Yeah, like she turned him into a fucking Tin Man.
He pollinates her.
Ew.
Yeah, well, we can imagine.
I was trying to turn my face on that.
He's got something going on down there. He has to. She wouldn't make him a eunuch.
Okay, so can I I know we're on this whole thing, and I'd love to explore this more deeply. However, I brought up the Tin Man, and I think that I don't remember the name of the actor, but the guy who plays Bach / Tin Man.
Mm-hmm.
he did an amazing job with what he had. Did you see that absolute look of hate when he looks up to the balcony and sees?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I was like, oh, that actually I was like, like that made me uncomfortable when he did that, like that glare. Like that was he did a good job with what he had. Like he didn't have much of a part, and it was expanded for the movie, from what I understand. Yeah. But
he wasn't. It wasn't even Elphaba's fault per se. It was
she saved him from dying.
Yeah, like he believed it because Elphaba was there, and he was already afraid of her. And then Nessa blamed it on Elphaba after Elphaba ran out, and then Bach was like, "What did you do to me?" And she's like, "It wasn't me, it was her." And then he believed her. And then now she's too dead to the only one truth.
The only one that didn't hate her was Fiyero Scarecrow. Yeah, that was the only one that didn't.
Yeah, and he was just grateful that she saved his life, and also, fucking looking at things from a different perspective, or whatever the hell they said. That is not a compliment, Elphaba.
Yeah.
Correct.
And also that thing that Elphaba says to Glinda about, "I'm sorry for the things that you think I did," or whatever, like that comment too. Not an apology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not.
Yeah.
That was gaslighting 101, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And I don't. Is that quote? Are those two in the?
No, I think. Well, they might be in the play. I can't.
I don't remember I haven't seen the play for.
It definitely was not in the book.
4 years, so I don't remember.
It definitely was not in the book that I remember, but I think that was for the movie. I think that was dialogue just for the movie. If I'm
and
not
it
mistaken.
was bad. That was bad dialogue. Like there was no need to put that gaslighty shit in it. That's exactly what it was. It was gaslighty. I'm sorry for the things that you've been told I did, or whatever. However that she worded that, like that was a non-apology.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I think it was not an apology. I'll agree with that, but I think it was for her to have that whole mentality of you have to, if you're going to have good, you still have to have wicked, even though she's not wicked.
Yeah.
You still have to have that wickedness.
Yeah.
That was the metaphor I'm assuming from the writer's perspective.
Yeah, and it's just bad. It is bad. It was just
dialogue
bad.
was bad.
There was much better ways to do that. I can barely even stomach the idea of calling myself a writer, but I feel like I could have done a better job, no problem, with that. Like, it was bad.
Well, and it comes from trying to put too much into a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was the problem that Game of Thrones ran into. You ran out of book and dialogue that you already had, so you had to establish new dialogue that he never wrote.
Yeah.
And try to make it sound like it's part of it. And I think that was what they ran into with the second part of the movie.
They wanted to make it longer.
Yeah, they wanted to make it longer, and if Maguire didn't have anything to do with it, then I'm not saying Maguire's the world's greatest writer, but
it's his world.
I guess
his interpretation of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. The play had already modified.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was nothing wrong with inserting another scene, but
it's so far
adaptation.
I think that the title "Wicked" is like the play on the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah,
because it's about Elphaba. It's about the Wicked Witch of the West for in the Wizard of Oz.
It's the new trope, I'm getting a little tired of that trope.
Yeah.
And somebody brought it up. She was the Wicked Witch of the East for a reason, or the West, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, she was
evil. She was evil in L. Frank Baum's book. She was evil for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, I'm tired of that trope where you're trying to turn, because we saw it with Cruella, we saw it with Maleficent, we've seen it with all these things where they're trying to make them misunderstood.
Sympathetic bad guys. Yeah.
They're bad. It's okay to have a bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say in their defense that in general, women do get the short shrift when it comes to these sorts of things. Like having her be a classic witch is just a way of like having some misogyny be acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say that, but
I mean, it is like we get more sympathetic bad guys who are guys that don't get they don't need reimagining because we already see the sympathy of them. I would like to see some more, like, bring back the bad guys who are just bad guys, like what Dash is saying. Like, just bring back the bad guys who are just bad, and they can be guys. It's fine.
Yeah, they could be guys. Yes, John Wick is a perfect example.
Thousands of bad guys, and they all get shot.
The entire movie is a bad guy.
Spoilers for John Wick.
John Wick is not a good guy. He's
none of them are good guys. Yeah,
he's the better guy of all the bad guys.
Well, yeah, he's. But
yeah, like,
no, and I'm not.
Well, the bad guys there are clearly bad guys. And then they get shot like bad guys.
I think
but also John Wick, not a good.
We don't need to know how they got bullied in school. No one needs to tell us their tale.
I think I'm going right there with Sarah,
because someone was mean to them and insulted them, and
maybe we should write a backstory for a John Wick henchman who died.
One random John Wick henchman he killed.
Hench 342 would be like, oh, when I was young, I had a puppy named Marley.
Yeah,
but I'm right there with you, Sarah. I want bad guys to be brought back, and I'm just you know you can have bad guys and it's okay, and if they're all bad guys should be men, they do it better. I'm not getting into that argument, but I like when I was growing up, I didn't have a problem with Maleficent being bad. I liked she was a fantastic bad guy. Or a bad person, and I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast, Gaston is a very one-note bad guy. Like, he's an asshole.
I would not want to see him reimagined
as People still like him because he's hot, too. That pisses me off so much. Like, just, like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The way you look is the least interesting thing about you, and fucking stop romanticizing fucking good-looking men just because they're hot. Like, they're generally not that great. If
you're talking like that, they're not going to greenlight my privileged movie.
Right, they had to have the contrast with Beast because he was ugly. So you had to have the contrast
he
with
was ugly but good, and Gaston is beautiful but bad. Right. Like, it makes sense, but like also fucking Gaston, man. I hate that guy.
He's a good bad guy. What's his name? Luke Evans played him so well in the live. Did a great job. Loved it.
In an otherwise garbage movie.
Yeah.
In another.
We'll talk about that one in another show.
Just you could do a whole show just on Disney live action remakes because has there been a good one? God, tolerable is the high bar for those movies.
Jungle Book was the best by far.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Jungle
Book. I didn't like Jungle Book, but I did like Aladdin.
Primarily CG when you do Jungle Books, like live action.
You liked Aladdin? All right, you were cut off.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, you liked Aladdin?
Shots fired.
No, the bird turns giant and he doesn't talk. What the fuck? That's such a crap movie.
Yeah, but
I don't justify myself to you. That's the whole point of the show.
I unapologetically like all the shitty movies out there. So like, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong, but you're wrong. I actually can't say that it was better or worse than Jungle Book because I haven't seen a live action Jungle Book yet. I probably will. I don't know. Maybe.
Bad. It's watchable. When my kids were younger, we watched them all because they were excited by them, and I saw every one of them, and some are better than others. It's it just comes down to more cash grabs. Disney's great with their cash grabs too. They're like, we don't have to write anything new. Just take the old stuff and tweak it a little bit, and Warner's like, split it in half. Like, well, they'll take their old movies and make them in 3 parts.
Yeah. Tangent 10.
Yeah. So
we're at 6 tangents.
I guess we should 6. That's it. Oh.
Yeah, I think it was 6.
Okay, like is it still? Are you counting the 2 different Dune tangents as one? Or
yeah, you have to.
You have to.
Dune is number 4.
Dune tangent. We can't.
Okay. So, like, to wind back down, like, God, I don't even know, like, do we want to do final thoughts? Because, like, just, there was so, like, this movie could have been better. It could have been better. But, like, okay, like, overall, if you're gonna go see the movie at the theater and you're gonna brave the singers, which there probably won't be that many of because this movie's not really that singable, what are you gonna What are you gonna tell them? Are you gonna tell them to wait until it comes out on streaming? I'm gonna tell them to watch. If you're gonna go and spend your money, watch the first one right before you go, so that you can remember what the hell was happening. Yeah.
The thing, I would tell, you know, and I think the biggest crowd going to this is obviously the Wicked fans, the play fans and the book fans. They're going to go see this. No matter what, they're going to, and they're probably, again, it's not that I don't dislike this movie and I don't like it. You know, it's mid, like we all said, but I think for the purist of the Wicked fans, they're probably going to like it for the most part. I think, and again, I'm not going to take that away from them. But I always tell this when my wife asks me what I always look for things different in movies. I'm not always just going for the actors and things like that. I want to go see the cinematography. Are they going to make me feel like I'm in the movie? Are they going to get me with the dialogue? Am I going to be wrapped up into that? And that's where you lose me in a little bit. Like I said, the cinematography was good, but you lost me with the dialogue. You lost me because you tried to put too much into a small amount of time. Is what I felt like. They rushed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And it just, that's where you lost me in this movie. But I think if somebody's going to ask me, I'm going to be honest with you. If you like the first one, you're probably going to like this one for the most part, and you're probably going to and go see it. But if you're a streamer and you want to wait till streaming, that's probably the best route to go. That's what I would tell somebody that asks me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's like that. I thought the same, largely the same stuff as like you don't have to go see it in the theater, especially if you didn't already go see the first one in the theater. But yeah, like my big piece of advice to you if you're gonna go see it in the theater is just make sure you get the other one fresh in your mind first, because otherwise you're gonna be like, when the fuck was that lion in the first movie? I don't remember a lion in the first movie.
Yeah, he was.
And fuck that lion, by the way. That lion's an asshole.
That lion was correct. That lion cub got chucked out into the woods to defend himself.
Okay, so he wasn't. He wasn't wrong, but also,
right. I'm right there with Amanda.
He wasn't like he was also the road to hell is paved with good intentions,
but
right?
Out of all of them, Elphaba was the one Elphaba truly did kind of screw over.
Yeah, that's true.
And didn't Fiyero take the cub from her and take it into the woods to take care of it? So shouldn't the last person with the cub remember be Fiyero and hate him?
Yeah, and like
but he's a boy.
But those two college students, I guess, like they should have known that a baby lion doesn't belong in a fucking wood. Come on.
I mean, chuck a 12-year-old out in the woods to live by themselves. You shouldn't do it to a baby cub either.
Yeah, you weren't wrong to rescue the baby lion. You were wrong for what you did after that.
Afterwards.
And even then they had the best intentions. They just wanted to save the cub. But
since it was sort of off screen, I assumed that they handed the cub off to well-meaning animals or the resistance.
That's what I thought too. Like when then he showed back up in the second movie, and I was like, he just fucking left him in the woods. What?
Yeah, there was that shed full of the animals that would hide in there and conspire, and they could have been like, "Here, we got a cub for you."
Yeah, can you take care of this baby that needs help?
Conspiring, talking animals. So
yeah,
they could have done that.
It was. God damn
Sheldon, you were my favorite.
Could have been a main character.
I'm pissed off at the lion. Like, I don't exactly think he's wrong. I just think that, that was such a.
It could have been worse for him.
It could have been worse. It could have been better. It could have been worse. It just
like
that. It's like when I say fuck that lion, it wasn't like the character of the lion. Like he's not wrong. However, what the fuck was that lion doing there? And suddenly showing up and again, I didn't remember that. I had to come back home and Google that shit before I figured out where the goddamn lion came in. And then the Tin Man, Bach knew that Nessa was cruel and wrong, and yet he still blamed Elphaba for what happened to him. He was there the whole time she was chanting the spell at him, and he still blamed Elphaba.
That was that. Those were things that that's why I said I didn't like that series of events. It didn't make sense.
Yeah,
and it didn't fit the movie, so I don't like that whole thing.
Yeah, it's annoying. It was annoying. Yeah. No, don't keep the game active. Okay.
Hold on, I got
the pun master.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been canned. I'm all right with that.
I feel like the guy who played Box / the Tin Man might be my favorite actor in there. Just because of that fucking glare at the end. Oh my god, that was just so ice cold.
They made him benevolent. Like, being without heart doesn't mean you're malevolent.
Yeah,
but he was like full on evil.
Yeah, that part I was confused about because he wasn't evil in like the original Wizard of Oz. Like he's not. But like. I don't. Yeah, I'm a little confused. We didn't know enough about him after he went Tin Man, I guess. Because like, why was he so mad?
That's the was there a time frame? Wasn't there a long time frame in between?
5 years.
It was 5 years. I couldn't remember the exact time frame.
Sheldon, if you want to play the quiz, I know you didn't see the movie, but if you want to play the quiz, you're welcome to. We've all got a leg up on you because we've watched the movie, but like you can play. Like anybody who's in the comments, you want to play, you can play. Just go to play.blookit.com and enter that code, or you can use your phone and get that code there.
They also did Fierro Strawman dirty as well, because I mean the kid wasn't stupid; he wasn't without a brain.
Yeah, no,
in the original books,
exact
the
opposite.
Straw Man was the most clever, the Tin Man was the most passionate, and the Lion was constantly doing brave stuff.
Yeah,
okay,
so that
you know
kind of
what?
matches the original source material.
That the Scarecrow was very smart, and like the Tin Man was passionate. He was hatefully passionate in this movie, so like you could make that argument. Like he was, and like. He wasn't wrong to be angry about his situation. Like, he got done dirty, but also to be specifically angry at Elphaba was misdirected, and, like, he was more right to be mad at Glinda than he was to be mad at Elphaba because Glinda had a bigger hand in him ultimately becoming what he was.
He lost his heart, not his brain, so he should have been smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah, and, like, again, like, why did he place... Like, he, at no point... When he starts to turn to tin, he goes out to Nessa and he's like, "What did you do to me?" And she says, "It wasn't me, it was Elphaba." And then he just believes her, and never once again does he say that Nessa and like the Wicked Witches did it to me. It was just the Wicked Witch of the West did it.
I will say in his defense, Elphaba never said I tried to save you by changing you into a Tin Man either. I will say that in his defense.
Yeah,
he wouldn't.
It would be very easy to believe the person you used to care about says, "Hey, somebody else did that," and they're already branded as a terrible person.
He already didn't like her.
She already had 2 strikes against her at that point. Elphaba did, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was just considered full evil. There was a full court press for it, and so social media turned everyone against her.
Yeah, and that's
the
super
one that
weird
trapped
because
him there. So he should have been a little more pissed at her. She blocked him from getting on the train.
Yeah, and she did it specifically to make him, like, she punished all of the Munchkins because she wanted him to stay. Like, she was, like, that. You can't get more evil and selfish than that.
Right?
And cruel.
I definitely take exception to them calling her the Wicked Witch of the East. Like, she was the wicked bitch of the East, but she was not a witch.
Yeah. Well, okay, so she did. She was able to read the Grimoire, and she cast the spell. She fucked it up, but she did.
She cast one spell poorly. That's not a witch.
Yeah. Well, at the time, she was also one of 2 who could actually read the Grimoire, and it was her and Elphaba.
But she couldn't read it. She was saying everything wrong. That's like walking up to foreign language book.
Elphaba said she was pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah,
she could read it. She just wasn't reading it correctly. So, I mean, you could make the argument, but like she was reading it. She was reading because the others couldn't see anything on the pages, or like they were completely unable to see anything at all until like Glinda fucking magically was able to. I don't get like that. She's just like, oh, the power of love, and like Elphaba wanted her to be able to read it so she could, like
friendship and sisterhood.
Yeah,
and
like
that's not from the play. That was
was added
by them.
Yeah, that was added by them.
And I'm not against that ending, but also but it was a little cheesy, I guess.
I didn't like that the Oz was her dad. Even though
that was from the book.
Was from the book. It was a dead giveaway because he kept drinking the green.
Right.
And that's how she got green. That's the only reason she got green was because of the
magic potion.
Magic potion he was drinking.
Yeah. I also don't like that they made him go completely against character and be like, "Oh no, that was my daughter. I must leave Oz now."
Yeah.
No narcissist would have done that.
Yeah.
I have a conspiracy theory that the entire movie was Mistress Morrible pulling strings behind the scenes.
You know what?
She was the most powerful, hands fucking down. She sniped somebody with a house from a parallel dimension.
Yeah.
Like,
You are not the
has to
only one
fly through the clouds in a super precise pattern, and Mrs. Morrible was like,
You're not the only one to say that.
Changed it completely. Yeah.
You are not the only one with that conspiracy. Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
powerful.
you know, I'm down for that. Like that, I'm down with that conspiracy
I
theory.
think
Like
when
that's
Glinda walked up to her and she's like, "You're gonna do what I say," Morrible's just like,
go away, fly.
"You're gonna dance for me, my little puppet."
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that,
like
was,
hers-
that was the earlier scene in the movie when she
and
told
speaking-
Glinda what to do. Basically, shut up and smell.
And
Yeah.
speaking of kind of
And
out of
she had-
character.
I think in the first movie she also says, "I don't expect much of you. You're probably not going to disappoint me because I don't expect," or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. No,
Like
that was the
and
callback line.
she wasn't wrong. It's like Glinda needed to go through Glinda needed because like they don't say that Glinda gets her powers from Elphaba, but they kind of imply that Glinda gets the ability to read the Grimoire because Elphaba wanted it.
Yeah.
Because they do that long gaze scene, and then suddenly Glinda can read the thing. I
The
don't
other
know.
thing that irritated me was they just dropped the house on Nessa. Elphaba shows up when Glinda's there, and then they have their little broom saber fight, and
Right.
and then Elphaba doesn't care that Nessa's dead.
Yeah. That okay. So like, I fucking loved that they had that little bitch fight, but also, I would not if I was sad about a relative dying, my family member dying, I would not be that interested in wrestling somebody with a big poofy dress.
I thought that was
That
Nessa kind of
She
sucked
was
and
pissed at her because she assumed that she was tied to the death, and so was fighting her. I was more mad about the fact that she didn't just grab her boy and fly off, like leaving him behind. Really, there was no reason for that.
Yeah, that
The
was stupid.
consistency of plot was
flying
just
broom. You can fit
not-
two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was no
exactly.
reason that he had to go. And like
No.
Glinda had all the power in the world to get him released. She just didn't want to. She wanted to hurt him. So
Yeah.
anyway, I think that was Blookett's clue or like Blookett's suggestion
Get
that we
on
better
with it,
start this
Blookett's
quiz.
telling us.
So let's
Yeah.
do that before it cuts us out.
yes.
All
All
right.
right, for those playing the quiz who are not in the show, do not listen to our voices because we are on a delay. So just
Yes.
look at the device you're playing on,
Yes. Good call.
Definitely.
and
All
speed
right.
matters.
Are we ready? Yes. Watch. I guess I better
luck,
wait like
everyone.
just a couple more seconds so that Sheldon can get that message because I don't want. Yeah. Because 30
Yeah.
seconds. We're talking about like a 30-second lag. It's crazy.
So I have more things to complain about if we need a strap.
I can expound on my Morrible.
I did like how they
Conspiracy.
were sassing Dorothy, though. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that Dorothy wasn't really like you could have taken her or left her like we didn't even see her face, did we? Like
No.
that was
Never
that
did.
was fun.
Didn't say
I thought that was clever.
Yeah, that was fun.
You saw her torso, but never her face.
Yeah,
Mhm.
when we did kind
Or
of see a
hair.
profile of her face, it was like a blurred shot where Glinda
be
was looking
motion
through the
blurred.
crack in the door, and it was like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
a brush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no amount of enhance and zoom that would have worked. there.
yeah, no. All
Intentionally
right, all right. Let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo.
And I guess they can answer that based on our spoilers we've had.
Yeah, we answered some of these. If you were paying attention in the show itself, then you technically could have answered a lot of these.
God,
Yeah, and they wouldn't be able to keep her in that cell.
Oh, I
Yeah,
suspect.
right?
Just ice that cell. Like, all right, I'm gonna.
I
bring in
think she's the one who
freezing
made
weather
the
and snap.
magical cages. So when they're like, "We're gonna toss you in here," she's like, "Disabled."
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That is one of the books. Just like them battling her again.
Yeah.
There's no way she went willingly.
Oh. No, and she was in prison, but she
all part of her plan.
She brought a house from another dimension and smushed a woman. She's gonna get out of a jail cell.
This is why you kill the bad guys.
She probably
yeah.
Damn it.
And I mean, Nessa was a terrible person, but she did not deserve to go out like that. Just to catch, like they killed her just to catch Elphaba. Like, come on, that's rude.
That's what Morable's willing
The Grimmery
to do.
is the magic book, Sheldon. The Grimmery is the magic book that Elphaba can read and nobody else can read.
Until the movie had a habit of playing around with words and making them a little different. So it's supposed to be a grimoire, but they call it the Grimmery because it sounds more whimsical.
Yeah.
I got that one wrong. And I knew it as soon as I clicked it. But that's all right.
That happens.
Oh, I'm losing ground.
Oh, no.
Going down.
No, wrong one. Damn it.
Amanda got one wrong? I like watching the competition between Brian and Amanda because Brian's faster, but Amanda's more accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, they always tend to be neck and neck. It amuses me. Dance, puppets!
Dance.
Oh, I missed that one.
I couldn't quite figure out how to word the answer very well, so it's kind of a shit response. Like
Nessa passed a weak little law to punish everyone.
Like she punished the whole of Munchkin Land specifically to keep the guy she loved from leaving her, which
she wrote an executive order.
Yeah, like she's,
and her dad sucked, and then she sucked. They were both shit leaders.
Talk about a narcissist, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hit the wrong one again.
No!
Yes.
I like that you have L. Frank Baum in there. That should have also been sort of a correct answer.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, should I make that technically right? Because technically,
yeah, it's not wrong.
But it's not a biological parentage.
True.
Yeah, that's why I did throw in biological because I was like, then yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, still I'm like, that's kind of right.
Oh, I missed that one too.
Yeah, I mean, if she had known it was Glinda's plan, she should have.
But it was Morable all along.
It was Morable all along.
I'm just trying to justify my wrong answer.
Yeah, she just wanted to she just wanted to spread a rumor Glinda did, but Morable was like, nah, let's just kill her.
Yeah, murder's easy.
We're gonna squish her.
Yeah, murder's way more efficient.
Yeah,
it worked. She knows what to do.
I wasn't sure if that was a trick because I didn't know who wrote them.
So he wrote the two.
Oh yeah.
Was that the original composer who wrote them?
I think so. Yeah, he was a part of the.
Woo!
Woohoo!
I'm on the podiums this time.
Yes.
I don't.
Walrus made it.
I don't understand how Brian isn't. Now we gotta look.
Well,
I'm on the podium.
That and Dash pulled through.
You got.
I got a lot wrong.
My God.
I was trying to go so fast.
Yeah,
and I just answered some of the things wrong.
Yeah, your desire for speed is your downfall.
The last question I thought the question was asking. This was originally written as 2 musicals. And I was like, no, we're talking about that.
But see, my speed was my downfall because I was too slow. I matched the questions.
Yeah, you got way more right than ever. Well, no, you got because Amanda and you got the same amount right, but Amanda was faster.
Right.
Yeah,
she's faster.
And Sheldon got 3 right despite not having watched this movie, which is extremely impressive. Yes,
very nicely done.
Like you just did you just glean the answers just from listening to us bitch about a movie? Because that's pretty freaking cool.
That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was.
I'm on the podium. I just want everybody to know that I'm on the podium.
Yeah. So this Wednesday, we're all going over to Ed and Dash's show, and we're going to talk about specifically the music about for Wicked for Good. So, what's your? It's at Finish Line Comics. Is that how we find it on YouTube?
Yeah. I'll pull up let me grab it real quick so you can.
Yeah. I would specifically like to give a link to Sheldon because he seems like he maybe wants to jump in on this.
Yeah. The link is already up for that specific show. So
perfect.
Right now.
Yeah, and then while we're waiting, we can tell you next week we're gonna get weird and festive with it.
Really weird, really
weird. Well, I mean, it's always weird here, isn't it?
Weirder.
Well, we're doing our very first double feature.
Oh,
cool.
And it's gonna be Die Hard for the Christmas and also Love Hard, which, as everybody knows, are two movies that you always pair together, like a fine wine and an aged cheese.
Love
That's
Hard.
an actual movie?
Yes, it is.
I don't even want to know what channel that is on.
And
it's not on a channel. It's on Netflix, I think.
Yes. Okay, so there's the link. I just put it in the private chat, and we will be on my channel doing a live watch of Christmas Vacation 2. So if you want to watch the worst movie that's ever existed, all Cousin Eddie, and for some reason the original Audrey, but she was needed some money and the cons weren't working out, I guess. So we're going to do a live watch. I got to figure out where we can watch it so we don't get in trouble, but it should be fun. We're just going to rip on.
Am I on that one?
Anyone who wants to be on. I'm going to put up a thing and put it on my Facebook and say, like, anyone who wants to join me, we can fill all 9 slots that we have and we can rotate people out, because most of you are going to give up after about 15 minutes of that movie because it's really that bad. My 2 kids, I rented it. They had it at the library, the DVD. And I thought, how bad can this be? I mean, and
famous last words.
My answer came quick when it was, out walks Cousin Eddie and Cousin Eddie's kid, and just, oh my gosh. And you could tell none of the people in the movie actually wanted to be there, but they needed the paycheck that came with it. And it's a painful watch, but that should make it fun because we can just rip on it. We can talk over it, all those things. So yes, we'll be doing it. I haven't set up the date yet, but yeah, like I said, anyone who's here and wants to rip on a movie in real time, join us. I'd love to have the whole Critical Affection crew as we can.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Is that one of the ones that when I asked about for Christmas movie recommendations, did you throw that one out there? Because if you're doing it, I don't want to do it. We got a couple more slots, like everything except, like all of the Mondays except the last one and the first one of December are gonna be are like still up for grabs as far as what movie we watch.
I'll throw a good one out. It's Joey Noel about the World War I ceasefire on Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. That is a.
You want us to watch a good movie for this show? Like,
yeah.
Thank you.
That one's well worth a watch. Like, nobody knows it. It's more of an underappreciated great Christmas movie.
Yeah, to be fair, I've actually been meaning to ask Amanda to like recommend a movie that she thinks is good, because you're always so frustrated with the movies that we end up watching for this show, and I thought we should give her something nice every now and then, right? For the holidays. So yeah, we could do that. And somebody else in one of our group chats suggested another really horrible movie, and I got to go back and find it. So, but we can totally. I would love to do a World War II, like a period piece. That would be fun.
Yeah, and it's in 3 languages, so like each of the soldiers speaks their native language. It's a great movie that no one knows about, so there's a good one to pick. And Christmas Vacation is a dog shit movie that no one knows about, and that one's for a good reason.
Ooh.
But like I said, we're going to be doing it on my show, probably just on Pilled, because that's the one place that won't yank us for copyright infringement.
Yeah.
But we won't really. I guess we could probably play it in real time because we're going to be talking over it so much that, we won't.
Do it on YouTube.
Yeah, we won't get copyright infringement for the sound, just for the visuals.
If you do it on YouTube, you have to pause it for a long time and then.
Yeah, that's
we're just gonna do it on the net. We're gonna do it probably just on Pilled and see what happens. I mean, it should be fun if nothing else, because it's not even so bad it's good. It's just so bad you are gonna be in shock that it exists.
I don't know.
Sounds like a wonderful way to spend a day.
Yeah, it will be 90 minutes you regret wasting for sure.
I've been through some of those movies, so.
My wife and I were sitting there. My two daughters gave up after about 15 minutes, and we're just sitting there thinking, I have to finish this. I have to actually complete this movie. I hate it. I hate everything about it, but it becomes like, if you've ever seen the god-awful Chipmunks movie Chipwrecked, it becomes Chipwrecked at a certain point. I'm thinking, is the Chipmunks movie better than this? Is it possible? And honestly, yes, the Chipmunks movie is better. So, yeah, tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun, or a lot of misery. It's fun. You can laugh at our expense as we suffer. So,
How is the acting? Because a bad movie with bad actors is no fun, but a bad movie with good actors, you can rip on.
It's got good actors.
Okay, see, that right there does make it riffable. Like Grease 2, my friends and I tore that a new one.
I love Grease 2, and I'm tired. That's a hill I'm gonna die on. That's a hill I'm gonna die on.
Good, fine.
Yeah, so
Grease 2 is bad.
Looking at the cast here, I'm trying to pull up the cast of Christmas Vacation 2.
No, they do have "Cool Rider" is a really good song. I will live by that sword.
So let's see.
But yeah,
here's
Grease
the
2
cast
overall
of it.
is pretty
It's got Randy Quaid, of course, and his Eddie and Catherine, and then it's got Dana Barron, the original Audrey Griswold, and Ed Asner, who looks like he's in physical pain the entire movie.
He probably was.
He starts the movie in a Santa suit as almost like a remember, like, hey, remember when I was in that elf movie? When you're trying to get
people to watch this, start with the cast. Because watching good actors do a terrible movie, that could be a lot of fun.
That's true.
And Ed Asner, as soon as he walks in, you're like, damn, he's just he's just sad to be in this movie.
Isn't he Santa in
Elf?
In Elf?
And he walks in this movie in a Santa suit as a remembering, like, hey guys, remember? I was in that movie you liked, and here I am in a Santa suit again. It's not bad Santa, it's sad Santa. I feel for him.
Yeah.
Like, dude, did you really need the money that bad? Because this is just, it's pain. I feel for you for having to be in this movie, but you did sign the contract, so I don't feel that bad, because you probably made more than I did this year. So
on that one,
the tiny violin the tiny violin plays for you, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're not punching down there.
All right, so we'll be on Ed and Dash's show on Ed's channel on Wednesday night, and then come back next Monday for that Die Hard, Love Hard double feature. We're gonna love hard, and then we're gonna die hard.
Oh my god, I can't even. The sound of Love Hard just.
I don't know, man. I was thinking it might be a porn. I'm honestly not sure. They
told
me that we needed
the porn
to do
adaptation.
It. So, Steph Cannon from InSim is going to be. I don't know if Matt's coming, but I know Steph is coming.
Okay.
And she's the one who suggested. I feel like this was like Amanda and Steph were riffing off each other, and then we came up with this, which could be an amazing idea or just a fucking shit show. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I actively told you that we should do a double feature with the two of them.
Like it's just a whole and it's Steph is very on board for it. So
Love Hard. Now I gotta watch it. It's like
it's honestly good.
It's a rom-com, and it's got some embarrassment humor, but otherwise it's pretty good. And there's some good comedy moments in it. So
is it a Christmas movie or is it Christmas adjacent like Die Hard?
It is a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is.
It also references Die Hard as whether or not it is a Christmas movie. So
Die Hard is.
I mean, that's a debatable one. I'm on the team Christmas movie for Die Hard, but I've heard arguments that are compelling enough to say that it's not.
Maybe we need to do like a Christmas special, like another like a first impressions CI TA, not CI. The hell CI. Like we need to do another together where we just like we need to have criteria. What makes a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Takes place at Christmas, obviously, but like does it have Santa? Are there trees? Like, shit like that. We need a fucking
Die Hard has all of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I maintain Die Hard's Christmas movie, and he saves Christmas for his family. Like, come on.
I say it's more of not more. It's as much a Christmas movie as Home Alone.
Yes.
Because Home Alone is just a home invasion movie set at Christmas time, and people that want to say
in Die Hard, he never learns the true meaning of Christmas.
That way.
There's only one criteria.
He learns that his family is important. Isn't that the same thing?
That's not the true meaning of Christmas.
This is all gold. We need to save this for the other show.
Bring it on. We'll schedule a date.
Close it down. Close it
down.
So
we'll all see you guys on Wednesday on Ed's channel, and then back here again on next Monday. So have a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see ya later.
Bye.
Bye.